Good morning. My apologies, I did not see you there. So, welcome back to another episode of Bubbles and Bourbon. My name is Jimmy, and at this moment, I do not have my cat behind me. I want to take a minute and recognize there was a little concern about my feline friend. His name is Jimmy as well. So yes, there are two Jimmys that will make appearances in this series. However, Jimmy, he's an interesting creature. He's the best dog I've ever had, but he does only have one eye. And that's okay, because we don't pass judgment here on Bubbles and Bourbon unless it's bad bourbon. So, for today's episode, I'm going to halt the bottom shelf bombshell segment, and I want to say thank you to the responses that I've had from the first video. I have a whopping 32 subscribers, and it blows my mind. But in the comments, a lot of people were talking about Old Granddad Bottled and Bond. Now, I'm a believer in this one. This is one of my favorites, but I thought I would bring it on the show and talk about it a little bit. Now, it is bottled and bond. If you don't know what that means, it's a lot of handy-do with the government, but creates a pretty consistent expectation, a consistent experience when it comes to bourbon. Now, if I can, my hands are a little wet and soapy. I can't really get this. Oh, here we go. We got some movement there. How was your week? Mine was pretty good. I couldn't complain, really. Woo. Let that breathe a little bit. And what I'll be using today is a sniffer glass. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Old Granddad Bottled and Bond. I'm so glad to be filming this at 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'm not fancy smancy and I'm not really good on the notes to the nose and to your mouth, but I will say there's some pretty evident notes in here. There's a lot of vanilla, caramel, whatever you want to call it. It just smells downright delicious. Now, it's been a minute since I've had it, so we'll get into it right now. Sweet Jesus, that's good. Oh, being bottled in bond, it is 50%, 100 proof. Oh, that is fantastic. We'll let that simmer for just a second. Oh man, it's a sunny day, ain't it? Whew. Let's go in again. Whew. Yes. Thank you. Oh. God dang. Yeah, thank you. And for those in the comments that reminded me that this is a fantastic bourbon. It is not bottom shelf. Now, granted, I think I only paid around $20 for it, a little bit more. I can't recall, but it's worth it. Go out there and get you some. And thank you for joining me on this episode of Bubbles and Bourbon. I almost damn forgot what I called this shit. All right. Oh, man, it actually feels pretty good. Like sitting there a little bit longer, enjoy the sun. Gotta turn this off first.